Hey guys, so welcome back to the vlog. This vlog is gonna be a bit of a doozy because we as an MFA class with the fiction and the poetry kids are going out to Philadelphia, which is super fun. Our first stop at Philadelphia was the Rosenbach Museum, which involves a bunch of old stuff from dead people couple of centuries ago. I don't know, like a century maybe, or something like that. Anyway, there was a bunch of handwritten stuff, handwritten stories. I think the Iliad was one of them. There was this one part where Bram Stoker, the writer of Dracula, wrote on old planners that could be used for plot timelines, and I'm like, that's ingenious. I should be buying old planners from years ago and just write shit on it and base my stories around it. I need to look for a 2013 calendar or something so I can write this book I want that's set in 2013. I saw the first stuff written about Dracula, which was pretty cool. There was like a cast sheet and whatever. And I'm telling you right now, Bram Stoker is the only one I know or remember from that trip. It was pretty surreal being around so many old things. The oldest thing I'm ever around is my grandfather and our family home that burned down a couple of years ago. And, you know, it feels like you're touching history for real, which is pretty cool. After the whole old paper thing, we toured the house, because the Rosenbach Museum is actually a house. Spoiler alert. I made a lot of dumb jokes like that, mostly referencing pop culture movies.
Servants when they lived here. Where do you think the servants lived?
What? Downstairs.
Why?
Because I watched Downton Abbey and that's where they live.
No, that's wrong. That's where they worked.
Oh.
Where they lived.
I think that the guide was annoyed by my delightful quips, but I know my classmates were delighted, so whatever. That gate was handmade. That iron gate is handmade. This is also a handwritten law. Then we went up to a library. Wow, amazing. Lots of first editions that I don't know or care about except for Pride and Prejudice and Alice in Wonderland. I think the owners, don't quote me on that, I have no idea, were friends with Jane Austen, I guess, question mark? And I thought that was stupid fun. There were some interesting titles, stuff about Asia and etiquette in different countries, and old-ass almanacs. Like, there was a certain thrill about being around those books because I could touch them and they could fall apart. It's like being on a roller coaster. And the table inside is like 200 years old or something. Don't quote me on that either. All I know, it's older than my country. This is a real-life replica of a dead face. Like, they put some mold stuff on top of that dead face and just created a bust out of it. I don't know why. White people are weird. This is Spinning Jesus. After the museum, we went out to Philly with some classmates. All of us separated, and in my particular group, a bunch of us from my fiction section walked around with a couple of poetry people. Shout out to Jarrett, Vanessa, Renee, Erin, Sam, and Dee for being amazing and wonderful and not letting me get lost in the middle of nowhere. Well, it wasn't in the middle of nowhere, but you know what I mean. I love you, you were great. The city is beautiful. It felt like I was in a movie. You guys, it was great. We were, a bunch of them were playing Pokemon Go in the park, and I couldn't because internet is not a thing in parks. Go figure. We saw this hot musician. I thirsted over him with my classmate Diana. Hi Dee. Hey. The poets, Jarrett and Vanessa, started a poem about him beside us, and I was living for it. We went to a Barnes & Noble to chat and eat some food at the Starbucks on like some floor. And then we started walking around some more. Again, we were planning on going to the neighborhood. I didn't see the pedestrian crosswalks with rainbow lines on them, but it was nice to be around the neighborhood. Then we went to a couple of bars because why not? And we drank a little too much. I saw a gay brothel in the neighborhood, which was like walking into a Queer as Folk episode. And I didn't film that because I'm bad at vlogging. Anyway, I saw a dog named Duke, and look at this dog. Look at this beautiful dog. The owner was also gorgeous, but, you know, and I think I called him pretty. And, you're beautiful. Or beautiful. And I think he has a boyfriend, but you know what? I was leaving the country in like a few days, so fuck everything. Anyway, we went to a store after like another bar place, and I ended up buying a heart-shaped rock that said, "You rocked," and kept telling people they were beautiful because that's who I am when I'm drunk. It could have been worse. We went on a bus, which was super fun too. I had the time of my life because why? You should appreciate public transport. And then while we were walking to the restaurant everyone was meeting at, I sang Feeling Myself by Beyonce and Nicki Minaj while walking, and then I sang On My Own with D. And you know what? It doesn't matter. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. Because I was leaving the States in a couple of days, so fuck everyone, I'm not even there. The United States is a huge place. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Anyway, we had dinner and a bunch of laughs. Maybe freaked out a quiet classmate who sat with us accidentally. Because, you know, life is funny that way. And I think I forgot her name. That sucks. I'm sorry, person. I know you were wonderful and you were sweet and you were very understanding by the drunk people, especially me. But, you know, you're great. And this view over here, it's like 7 in the evening. Almost 8. Can you believe it? Oh my god, my Filipino sensibilities were all over the place. Like, this is not supposed to be this bright, but it is, and it's so cool! I had some drunk convos on the bus ride back with D, and I had a bunch of fun talking to her. I'm low-key missing her right now, and high-key missing everything else in that stupid city thing. And then I got back to the dorms where I threw up copiously while listening to Satisfied from the Hamilton soundtrack, and that was fun. My roommate Jeremy offered a Snickers bars for me to eat, which was very nice of him, but I was eating something else already, so, you know, I let him keep his Snickers bar. And I had a pretty wonderful day. I saw so much, and I'm very glad that I saw them. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the vlog right now. I'm sorry if it's taking so long, but you know, I'm bad at vlogging, I'm bad at time management, and work, school, you know, the normal excuses. Anyway, stick around, subscribe, because something happened that doesn't exist, of giving a monkey a shower, surfing tidal waves, creating nanobots of volcanic frankenstein's space. Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all. Mom, Phineas and Ferb are making a title sequence.